I finally did it. I was able to set up NemoClaw on Windows. This video is a full guide on how to set it up, and I think so far this is the only way to set it up if you really want to do it on Windows. So timestamps below for you to follow, and I'll also put the command list as well on boxmining.com, so you can just copy the same commands that I do as you watch through this video, setting up NemoClaw on Windows. So skip to the timestamp if you want to get right into it. But a couple of things to preface here. Okay, so first and foremost, our NemoClaw setup guide video 2 days ago did very well. And in fact, this is the most efficient way that you can do to set up NemoClaw. Okay, it's basically just a wrapper, right? It's not a new OpenClaw. It's just a layer built on top of OpenClaw. And just getting your agent to install it so it can wrap NemoClaw's architecture on top of it. That's basically it, okay? But a lot of you guys are still insisting on setting it up from scratch on Windows, and I am dedicating myself to find it out for you, okay? A lot of pros have already given up on this, and they're just waiting for the next update for NemoClaw. But there is a manual workaround around this, which is what you're going to watch later, okay? Because you have to understand, NemoClaw does not run on Windows natively. It depends on Linux kernel features. Things like landlock, network namescape, right? It's scary ass words, none of which exists on Windows, okay? Even experienced developers can't get it to work natively, okay? But with the help of our community, shout out to you, Llama, for giving the inspiration on how to get this set up. We have this workaround and hope this video helps you. So yeah, dive right in. First, open PowerShell as administrator. And then you're gonna wanna paste this command. So this installs WSL2 and Ubuntu in one shot. So your PC will need to restart. Then after this is done, we're gonna have to restart our PCs after setting our username and password. After restarting, you're gonna wanna open your Ubuntu terminal. You can just type Ubuntu from your start menu. Then here, you wanna put this command, put in the password. And now what it's doing, it's trying to get Linux running inside Windows. Okay, now that's done, we're gonna have to enable systemd, and this is a step that almost every guide skips, and it'll break everything later if you don't do it now. Docker and Kubernetes both depend on systemd, which WSL2 does not enable by default. So here, you're gonna wanna open the config file with this command. And if your file is empty, you're gonna wanna put these two lines. But if you already see this inside where it says systemd equals true, then you're good to go. Now, the next step, you're gonna wanna open PowerShell again to shut down the WSL. So run this line. So you saw that Ubuntu has shut down. Now you're gonna wanna reopen Ubuntu and verify systemd is running. So you wanna run this command. And if it says running or degraded, both are fine. If it says offline, you're gonna have to go back and check your wsl.config file. Now that we see it's running, we just leave that here, and we're gonna have to open our Docker desktop. So if you don't have Docker desktop, you're gonna need to install it on docker.com. And since you're on Windows, you're gonna wanna download for Windows AMD64. Now, once you've downloaded your Docker, open it up. You don't need to sign in. If you have an account, you can, it doesn't matter. Here, go to settings, go to resources, go to WSL integration, and make sure Ubuntu 22.04 is enabled. So apply and restart. And once that's done, you wanna go back to Ubuntu and test if it's working. So we're gonna run the hello world test, and it says unable to find image hello world latest locally. This message shows that your installation appears to be working correctly. Okay. So at least from here, we see hello from Docker. As long as we see this, we're good for now. So let's move on. Now, this step is what's gonna make or break everything. Without this, Ubuntu can't see your graphics card, and you'll be stuck running on CPU, which is either painfully slow or just won't work at all. So we'll need to check if our computer has the prerequisite to run NemoClaw here on Windows. So before we touch the Linux side, we have to make sure that our Windows GPU driver is up to date. And this is the easiest way that you can do it, is to open your NVIDIA app, go to System, go to My Rig, and check your driver version. So for us, it's 581.95. And based on community feedback, apparently you have to upgrade yourself to the latest driver. So you're gonna have to go to drivers here, and there is an update available, version 595.79, which was released on March 10th. So we're gonna have to download this to move on to the next step. Okay, download done. So we're gonna have to install this. Now, right now, at this point, we're only installing this driver on Windows because it's going to automatically create a stub file inside WSL2 that routes GPU calls from Linux back to the real Windows driver. And remember, this is important. Do not install any NVIDIA driver inside the Ubuntu WSL2 side. So if you're still following at this point, you don't need to do anything extra. We're on the right path here. But just, for your information, if you install a Linux NVIDIA driver on top of this, it will overwrite the stub and everything breaks. Okay, we already installed the latest driver. Now we're gonna head back to Ubuntu. And here we're gonna paste this command to grab the distribution name. And then we're gonna run this command to download the signing key. Enter password, and then we add the package repository with this command right here. Okay, so we added our package repository, but I noticed midway there seems to be a problem. It says here, if you're seeing this message, it may mean that your repositories are incorrectly configured. So it seems that the error is because one of the URL doesn't exist, so NVIDIA is returning an HTML 404 page. So we're gonna have to try to fix this by staying on here, but running this command. So this is going to recreate it with the official stable URL. Okay, so it seems fine. Now we're going to have to add the key. So we'll run this. Exists, overwrite, yes. And then we're going to have to create the repo list. Okay, seems good. So I think right now this matches NVIDIA's generic deb repository guidance instead of using the distro specific path that's currently 404'd earlier. So far so good. No error messages. We can go sudo update. Still error. What the fuck? Okay, wait. So we just need to install the Container Toolkit. Unable to locate package. What? Oh, we don't have a release file. Never mind. Oh my god. So yeah, apparently I've done nothing wrong here. It's just a real NVIDIA repo bug plus a Ubuntu version mismatch. And this is the point where a lot of pros they don't bother. They're just gonna wait for the next run. But let's try to fix the broken repo entry. Let's see. And then here, overwrite again. Okay, so let's try updating it. I better not see an E. Okay, good. So no error. Now we're gonna install the Container Toolkit. And then we set the runtime configure. Config file does not exist. What? It is recommended that Docker daemon be restarted. Okay. So we just need to restart. So we're gonna have to restart Docker desktop. So head back to Docker desktop, and the container ID should be here. So we're just gonna have to restart. Yeah, now head back on over to Ubuntu and install the toolkit. Yeah, this part takes a while. It's a lot of packages, man. It's a lot of packages. Okay, so that took about 5 minutes. Now we're gonna have to verify with NVIDIA. So run both of these. Now here, the NVIDIA SMI command should show your GPU model, your driver version, and CUDA version. And this command, NVCC, should show your CUDA compiler version right down here. So if your NVIDIA SMI is showing nothing or gives an error, you have to stop here. Okay, it means your GPU is not passing through. So what you're gonna have to do is go back to Windows, update your NVIDIA driver, run WSL -- shutdown in PowerShell, reopen Ubuntu and try again. But don't bother with that because from that point on, you're going to be stuck in a loop. A lot of people are reporting that problem. Don't bother. Just go with the agent setup with your current OpenClaw, which we talked about in our first video. Okay, I cannot stress this enough. If right now you're at this point and if this step doesn't work, nothing after this will work. So don't bother forcing it. Okay, but once that's done, now we're gonna have to install Node.js. Okay, we haven't even gotten to NemoClaw yet. You see how annoying it is to set it up on Windows? But you guys wanted it, so let's dive right into it. So here we're gonna have to install Node.js. Okay, good. So we just need to take the same thing here to install Node.js because the repo is already configured. We just need to install now. Okay, install. Error. Hello? All right, sorry. Sudo. We need to do sudo. Okay. Sudo. And then this command, node v, npm. So you have to, so here you need to confirm that your node is above 20 and your npm is above 10. Okay, equal or above, and it should be good enough. Okay, now we get to the NemoClaw part, but it's only the NemoClaw CLI part. It's not yet the fun part. So run this command. Go. NemoClaw. Okay, now it's installing NemoClaw from GitHub. So far, so good. I'm actually surprised we got to this part. Not bad. Okay, good. This is the part that Jensen Huang was showing in his presentation, in his conference. If you see the checklist having no errors, it's a good sign. It's always a good sign. I like it when they say available. That's good. That's good. So here, sandbox name. Okay, so now we're going to have to create our sandbox. Give it any name. Let's call it box plant. Yeah, box plant. Okay, then let it run. The steps. No need to do anything here. Okay, don't type anything yet. Okay, let it run until step 22 out of 22. Okay, so I think once we get to here, yeah, just let it run. Jesus, I was about to run sudo update. Don't worry about it, just let it go. Let it run. Okay, step 22. So far so good. Okay, so once we're here, we're gonna have to give it an NVIDIA API key. So go to this website, build.nvidia.com. You'll need to create a cloud account if you don't have one, and you'll need to set up a two-factor authentication with mobile phone. And copy that API key and paste it here. Now this part looks familiar, where you get to choose the model provider for your NemoClaw. So you can choose any. If you still have your Minimax coding plan key, you can go for Minimax M2.5. However, M2.7 is already up, but that's okay. You can still switch the model parameter in your config file later on to M2.7 rather than 2.5. But if you're going for the free route, you can in fact go for Nemotron 3 Super 120B. This is from NVIDIA themselves and it's free. So we're going to be thematic here. Let's stick with Nemotron for the sake of NVIDIA. Okay, looking good. So step 6 already done. We got our OpenClaw gateway launch inside the sandbox. And now the step 7, these are policy presets that control which external services the agent is allowed to talk to. But for this guide, okay, things are going good, so good so far. We don't want to mess things up. We want the minimal useful set. So we'll just accept the suggested defaults, PYPI and NPM. So just go with yes. And just a bit of side note here, if you do in fact want to enable these policies in the future, for example, if you have a stack already going on in Discord, Telegram, or Slack, yes, you can add them in the future. In fact, for our team's setup, this is our architecture, this is how it's looking. We have 7 OpenClaw agents in our architecture. It's a very solid stack that we got going on, and in fact I would like to one day add this NemoClaw agent here onto our Discord so we can start communicating with it. But for now, let's just go with the minimal setup first, just to make sure it's working. Let's not be too ambitious here. So let's take a breather first. If you've made it this far, it means your installer actually succeeded. Congratulations, you didn't hit the infamous WSL2 GPU bug that a lot of people are facing. Now, if you're still following the same steps in this video, but you're still running across some errors along the way, then just don't force it again, okay? I cannot stress this enough. Don't force it. Everyone has different hardware setups, so that might be the differentiating factor between this setup and your setup. But let us know in the comment down below, or better yet, join our Discord here in Box Mining. Link is in the description and pinned comment, and everyone is learning from each other on how to improve their setup, troubleshooting, so it's really helpful. Okay, so now, we're still not done yet. Okay, I think we're about more than halfway done, but we want to make sure everything is working. So the first thing you're going to want to do, in the same Ubuntu session, you want to run these commands to basically reload your shell and confirm the binaries. Just to be sure the commands are on your path. So we see our registered sandbox. Box plant is right here. Now we want to check its status to see if it's good. So it's a pretty long file, but the phase says it's ready. Scroll all the way down. Oh, but the nim is not running. Okay, but let's see. Let's try to connect to the sandbox. NemoClaw box plant connect. Okay, we're in the sandbox shell, so it's looking pretty good. Now we're gonna want to open the OpenClaw TUI. Okay, looking pretty good. All right. Gateway is connected, so that's still good, even though we see some error messages, but that's okay. So here, just see if we get a response. So hi. Running. Okay, looking good. Oh my god, I'm pretty nervous right now. Nice! We got it working. Oh god. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. Thank god this worked. Thank God this worked. We have NemoClaw up and running already on Windows. And from here on out, if you made it this far, congratulations. But if you still run into the same problem, comment down below or join Discord. Let me also ask, what model are you using? If it can respond 2 in a row, then it's good. So yeah, the NVIDIA NemoTron model provider only has 131K context window, so not very confident in that. Might need to switch later on. Idle. Alright, but it's okay. Not bad. So there we have it. Okay, that's just setting up NemoClaw. You see there's so many steps that you have to follow, and that's already enough for one video. I think this is a bit too long already, and we'll keep you guys updated on the progress of our NemoClaw agent. If we do something cool with it, if we can manage to get it onto our Discord and work with our other OpenClaw agents, then that's gonna be nice. We'll do a video on that as well. So boys, take good care of yourselves, and before we go, check out BoxminingAI.com. This is a great way for you to learn everything that's going on in the AI space. We have, if you want to learn about OpenClaw, you can click OpenClaw here, and these are really cool way for you to get set up for your OpenClaw. It's not just a way for you to rewatch our video, but also get the full structured TLDR if you don't have time to watch all of our videos, but please do watch all of our videos. We audit this and we really like the output, and you can really learn a lot from this. And you can even take this and save it as a markdown file and feed it to your OpenClaw agent. That's what I love about OpenClaw, man. Everything is so composable. You get to connect many different stuff, and you just have, an unlimited combination of setups. So that's why you really want to start learning about AI now, and subscribe to our channel to follow for more. Like this video if you find it helpful. Like this video anyway, even if you come across any errors, we'll try to help you as best as we can. So boys, take good care of yourselves. My name is Ron, Sean and out.